Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and we got a nice, interesting surprise from the folks at Worship Extreme. They are dropping a new presentation software called Presenter. Let's check it out. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. Just first time stopping by the channel. Thanks for stopping by. And on this channel, we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Hey, and if you like what we're doing here, consider becoming a patron or a YouTube member by clicking one of the links down below. So I fell in love with Worship Extreme a long time ago and been recommending it to tons and tons of churches who don't have any form of presentation software because, hey, they have multiple versions of it. It's free and it suits what you need to do, from putting up scripture, lyrics, presentations, all that fun stuff with your church. So this is brand new to me. I have no idea what this is about. I had a couple of people asking me about, like, hey, AJ, what do you know about the Presenter? I actually got on their YouTube page, and when they did the release of the video and their link didn't work, and I was the very first comment saying, like, hey, y'all stuff don't work. What is this type of thing? But I'm gonna see what this is all about. I'm gonna actually download it. I have the full version that they blessed me with a long time ago when I first started doing reviews and stuff like that. And I want to see what this is all. I want to see what it's all about. And I had the music blasting here. Let me pause it here and let's cut over to the computer. So as you can see, if we scroll down here, see, I was the first person saying, "Hey, it's a 404 error," and so hey, it's working now. So anyway, hey, I was first. Can I still? Do we still do that? Oh well. Anyway. Let's go ahead and download this and let's see what is going on. Hopefully this does not knock out my original version. And let's walk through it. I'm going to open up our system requirements and everything like that. So from a system requirement standpoint, okay, it doesn't look like they've really changed anything. Still talking about Windows 7 and higher, Mac OS 10.10 or greater. At least 2 independent video outputs. 3, if you would like to use the stage display. Okay. Recommendation, at least an i5, 6 gigabytes of RAM, and a dedicated video card. Okay. Nothing significant here. If we go to okay, that's just a breakdown of this. But anyway, let's see what they changed in this. Okay. Mainly, they just changed the name. Okay. I'm surprised I would have thought an update would have changed that. A new all dark mode. Okay. Apps have been rebuilt. So I need to download the updates to the remote and the stage display. A windowed screen option for adding screens without adding new monitors or outputs. Okay. That's cool. Logins, polls retired and removed. Okay, so polls is not a thing anymore. Hey, you know what? I got to install this and just see. So let's go ahead and download it. And let's see what is involved. It's a small download. It's only like 75 megabytes. Let's go ahead and launch that. Let me move this over here and minimize everything. Get that up out of the way. All right, so it looks like it's still recognizing my initial account. So let's see. And I think I need to move my screen over because it still has my stage display. So yeah, it looks like it just pulled over all the settings. Because everything, all of my cue list and everything, well, it is in the cloud, so maybe it pulled it that way. So I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. So yeah, they got rid of the polls. That's the thing. I really did like that. Anyway, let's go to our settings here. And let me change some of this, my defaults. Okay, inherent background with none. Let me check that off. So I'm making some changes while we're doing this. Okay, I don't recall that being there, but we'll see. We still have my regular defaults. My Bible translation wasn't selected, so my uploaded ones from XML are still there. So that's New King James. Scripture reference is still there. I will say bottom right, but hide the translation. Okay. Fit the screen. Okay, all of that is exactly the same. Let's save that. Now let's go to footer. Has anything changed here? No. This is for your license and everything. Slides. Okay, that's all still the same. Interface. Okay, you can pick your editor interface, which is the background when you're making lyrics or something like that. So it looks pretty much the same. Our media, okay, that's fine. Bibles. These are the ones I've uploaded where you can still import other versions or you can buy them. So download and install. I thought I already had these, but oh well. Now screen configuration. Let's see. My screens are all still the same. And I didn't even look to see if mine is still registered as the full version. But I'm wondering. Let's do an add screen. Windowed. Awesome. You know what I need to do? I need to pull this and log into my church's account that has this and see what's available. And I'll do that as well. But windowed actually lets you use another screen even though you don't have another physical output, which is what I talked about when we had the other screens before. So, okay. Liking that so far. Advanced. Yeah, we're using the GPU. That's one thing. Still don't see any NDI stuff yet. All right, let's go to stage display. I want to see if this is still locked behind one of the paid accounts, but nothing really significant changed here. Databases, okay. Connections, that's fine. Updates and cache. Okay, nothing different so far. We see down here at the bottom that we can change what's on our preview source based on the interface not the interface, the screen configuration. Okay. Let's pull up one of my tutorial stuff here and let's see what that looks like. Okay, it looks like my screens are all out of proportion. Let me move this over and let's bring the screen up and let's see how it displays. I'm just gonna launch. Yeah, it's really off. So let's go back in here and let's change the settings in here again. Screen configuration, main output, 1080p. That's what I had it at. So not exactly sure why my stuff is acting up. All right, so let's go ahead and just delete this and let's do a new addition. Inherent, no background. We're going to do scripture. Let's do Psalms 120. We'll do lower third. I'm going to do a search. Search is a lot faster. And yeah, the display is still out of whack. I wonder if that's the templates. Let's check. Let's take a look at that. Why? That's weird. Templates. Okay. Why did that link not work? Hold on. See, now I'm going into my QA stuff right now. Quality assurance type of stuff. So if I come here, click on template. Okay, there it is. So for whatever reason, my template is way out of whack. That's really strange. All right, so I guess I need to make this all over again. So this isn't what I wanted this to be about, but I might have to. So presenter still goes back. And I have to say it, the presenter name is kind of interesting because you have pro presenter and now you have presenter. I don't know who made that call. They're entitled to that. I think that's interesting. Let's go back to our templates and let's make a, I don't know how you delete this. All right. So that's, yeah, it's like all my templates are not in the right proportion, their display, and I'm trying to delete. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, let's just make one. All the rest of them are fine. I just don't know why this one isn't working. But anyway, let's just make it. Well, we need to make it so we can test it out. Lower third, and then what we're gonna do. Let's just see how this one was done. So we just changed that. So let's switch back. Did it not save the name? Lower third. Save. All right, let's go to our margins. And what we're gonna do that 40, 100, 500. Let's do 400, 450. All right, so 450. And let me pick my font of choice. All right, so now let's go back again. And we're going to go here. And wow, this is interesting. All right, lower. Yeah, this is kind of out of proportion here. I don't think it's necessarily the update. I wish it would have translated fine. All right, so I might have to play around with this a little bit more because this is just from a font standpoint. So it shows up fine here, but it's just on the display in the app, the interface to how you would use it, it looks off. So from the screen, it shows up fine. But like I said, in here, it looks like it's all cut off. I don't know what's up with that. But for those who want to know, let's switch back to my main camera here and let's see, does our lower thirds still work by routing this through the DSK? We say that we're going to point the DSK from my ATEM to the appropriate setting, downstream keyer, PC number 2. All right, so now if I bring up my scripture that's on the screen, if I bring this up, okay, so that still works, so yay. I mean, it should still work. I mean, it's passing, we don't have a background, which shows as nothing being sent to the ATEM, and we're just laying that over top. So this part is cool. All right. Yeah, so interesting. Let's cut back over here. And what I'm going to do is log out. Okay, my account is still the Pro Plus, so thank you, Worship Extreme folks. So what we're going to do is I'm going to log out, and then I'm going to let's log into my church one instead, because I mean, if I'm going to do the update, I might as well just do it on the church's computer anyway. And everything is off there. So the only connections that are going to show up are the two monitors there. So this is where we can test the free and additional monitors if that is still present. And my account is still logged in over here. Let's change this to the church's instead of mine. And we're going to go to Worship Extreme. Oh, and the link was /presenter. All right, let's go ahead and download this. Now, my church, again, we don't use this. We use ProPresenter. I've been trying to get my church to move to Worship Extreme instead of ProPresenter, but we've been using ProPresenter for years, and, you know, they wanted to stick with something that they are already accustomed to, which I can't blame them, but everything changes. So we always got to be prepared for when the inevitable change does happen. All right, so again, while this is installing, I want y'all to see that there are only two monitors that are being detected. So we already know that the program works because we already did that. I mean, the base. I'm trying to remember what my password was. There we go. All right. We're checking out the cloud here. Okay, so everything did move over. That's fine. So now let's go to our settings here. And this is the free. And let's play around with the screen configuration, because I want to see, is the stage display locked? Okay, it still is. The Worship Extreme Free supports one main audience screen. Upgrade your account to use the secondary screen. So, okay, the stage display, a completely separate output showing something different in a different format, is locked. But let's see, can we add a screen and do window? And I kind of already got my answer. This one is locked behind this as well too. So you need to upgrade here. So that won't work. Now I just want to play around with to see if this will actually even work. So if our screen is on, let's go here to a queue list. And I think that was a dummy queue list that I made that is not working. We have a song here. So if we, I don't have the screen on. So why? Oh, it wasn't configured. Okay, I have that selected. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the extra screen is still locked behind pay. Not a fan of that, but hey, a company needs to make their money. Especially they give you so much for it to be free, so I'm not knocking them for that at all. All right, so this part is working fine. So yeah, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but it looks like it really was changing the name and moving it over to something else. We have some additional features here that could be done. Okay, so actually the screen does show here, but I just can't use it. Now, where did it go? Yeah, I don't know. Because, I mean, I can pick the screen here and it's live here in the preview window. It just won't show anywhere else. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so at least we got it upgraded here. So we know that the stuff is locked behind the pay model. So now let's, with that being said, let's cut, I shouldn't have closed that. All right, so let's cut back over here and let's see what else. Media sync speed is improved. Facebook logins removed. Okay, polls retired and removed. When importing a queue list from Planning Center, YouTube and video import. Okay. Song slides font size is no longer relative to the resolution of your output, making your slides more consistent. Okay, maybe that's what I was having that issue. See song lyrics preview when you hover over a song. Bibles are now downloaded in full and can be used 100% offline. Awesome. Windowed screen add without adding new monitors. All right. So yeah, it looks like mainly it's kind of like a rebranding, which again, not knocking them for that. Let's minimize this. Let's open it up one more time. So yeah, so they did remove the login to Google. I had a bunch of people use that because it made it easier for them. Now I'm gonna turn this off. And again, I have the premium, the Pro Plus, and let's go to the screen config. And now let's add a window. And I want to see, I'm gonna do this at 720. And I just want to see what this could be. All right, let's save. Okay, I got you. So y'all can't see it, but what we're gonna do is let me move this over, and I'm gonna hold on. I'm seeing it on my side. Y'all can't. So let me turn off my main, and this is still working. All right. So now we can do it. So if I turn on my screens, there is the windowed one. I don't know why the main display still is showing the way it is. But okay. And I have this set at 720. So I know there'll be a different size. So let me bring up something here. I'm gonna bring up a background video. So as you can see, it's there. But I'm wondering how I could get rid of this title bar. Because I guess what you could do with this is have this windowed replace kind of like another screen if you didn't have anything. So like, let me bring up, that was the polls that have been retired. Boo. So as you can see, proportionately, it doesn't match because that's been removed. So let me change this to something. Let me put a scripture or something on here, and we'll just do Genesis 1. And yeah, so we'll do that instead. And this text is massive. Okay, so it does change proportionate to the screen. Now I wonder, what could we... I'm just wondering how you would use this in a way, because you can't maximize this. I mean, the only thing I can think of in doing this, because I mean, I'm trying to think. The only thing I would think of is if I was using OBS or something like this, I would capture this window in your software. Let's see how that works. So I got this open right now, and we got OBS here, and let's make a new scene, and we're going to do a window capture. Let's just see how that shows up. Yeah, so it shows up as presenter display screen 4. I mean, that's fine. I'm just trying to wrap my mind around how I would use this, because first off, I can't get rid of that top bar. So I would need to crop that out. So I'm gonna hold down Alt, cut out that top bar. Okay. Now I could see repurposing this. I mean, I guess now the power of this is you could do this in a completely different format and have it display a different way. So, I know I got a lot of stuff open, but let's open this up. Let's edit this and let's go to our settings. And this is similar to what I talked about in the settings, so you can still do the same thing. So I want to come in here. Let's change the resolution to 1080p. I'm going to make this a override, and I want this to always be in a lower third format. I don't want to show background. I want to use a solid color, and say we'll use this as RGB, so that's 00FF00. Or do I need to put a, yeah. I don't need to show, okay. So now no matter what I show, it will always put it in this format. Let's turn off show footer. So now let's save this. And of course y'all can't see it now, but what happened now is it puts it in this format, and I can't see the window. Let me make the window smaller because it makes it easier for me to move around with this thing. All right, so now let's get this out of the way. The black is the regular background. The green is the windowed one. I'm going to go back to my scripture, and boom, there you go. Now it's still out of format though, because the bottom is cut off. And again, that may be me, the layout. So I don't know. Let me turn off the reference and see if that helps. Genesis 1. Boom. All right, so now it's formatted right. I need to play around with that. But all right, so now, so you can have, again, this is the Pro Plus. You can have this outputted into your sanctuary full screen. But then in like OBS, we are just capturing just this screen, which you see is like this. Then we can put a filter on this chroma key. And then, boom, there you go. And now you can have a different format showing. Okay. So that's cool. So now, because originally you needed to have an actual physical second monitor to do this. So now this is a faux monitor. So, okay, so that's cool. So yeah, I don't want to drag this on because I just got caught off guard with this. So this is interesting. I'm going to need to log into the churches I do have access to and let them know about this update. But let me know down in the description, is there anything else you want me to test out? Again, I do have the full suite of it, which right now, because they took polls away, just means that I can have access to additional features like these monitors and stuff like that, stage display in the apps. Let me know what you want me to test out. Maybe this might help you if you decide to want to go with the paid model. I don't think they changed the price of it, but hey, I love innovation. I don't understand the reasoning by changing the name, but Worship Extreme has a reason to, so that's cool. Inherently, I'm seeing the same performance. Everything is working just like it would for any other, the original. I'm gonna let my brother-in-law and them know because they moved from what they were using to Worship Extreme, and they're really happy with that. Well, Presenter by Worship Extreme. I'm gonna let them ask them a couple of questions. But like I said, leave some comments down below, some questions, stuff that you want me to test out, and we'll come back with some other videos and test those out. So thank y'all so much for watching. If you like this type of content, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. We will see you on the next video. Later.